Next up, we're working on our light bar. We got our 1999 Arctic Cat 300 4x4. Got two different light bars here, trying to figure out which one I like. Got this one here that's just much more narrow than this other one over here. I used this one before. This one here on the right side is more expensive. It was about 30 bucks. It's made by Auxbeam. It's a 12-inch light bar. Seems like this cord is a little bit longer. That might help out a bit. This one I got a Black Friday deal. I think it was like 15 bucks. And you can see it's much more narrow. There's a big difference between the two. So I'm trying to decide which one's going to work best on the front down here. You know, and I'm trying to decide where it fits. And this one looks like it's going to fit nicely there, because the stock headlamps just are horrible. I'm going to end up splicing it into the high beam on the lights. So here's the other one here. I mean, honestly, I like this one better, the Auxbeam one. So trying to decide here what I want to do. Here we are working on our light bar on our Arctic Cat. Going to splice it into the headlight switch, either the high beam or low beam, whichever wire I have is going to be fine. We have our two wires coming off the light bar. We have the black and the red, and here's our three-prong connector here going to the headlights up here, the wiring harness up here to the quad. So I have a black one, which is negative, and then I have a white one and a yellow one. I'm going to just connect to the white one. Hopefully that's the high beam. If not, then we'll have it on a low beam. That's fine with me as well. Okay, so I connected the black to the black and the white to the red on from the light bar into the wiring harness of the quad. And let's see if we have some lights on the high beam or low beam. Again, I'm not sure which one was which, but let's find out. Well, okay, wanted to wrap up my headlight video. I had a problem to get the headlight to work on the high-low of the switch of the ATV. Couldn't get it tied in and to work on the switch, so I ended up going right to the battery. Found this handy little online diagram that was really helpful. You can see right here, you got the negative to the negative side of the battery to the negative side of the light, and then you have your positive with the inline fuse holder going up to the switch, and then also another lead coming off the switch here. This diagram really helped me out a lot, actually. Can get a little confusing, even though this is pretty simple wiring, but I don't do that a whole lot. But basically I had the line here from some other project I was doing with the fuse in it, so I ended up using that. Even though it's blue, you know, that's all I had. So yeah, we have our blue line here, which is actually the red in the video, or in the photo, the diagram, and that has the fuse in it, and that goes to the positive side of the battery, which just runs underneath here to the positive side of the battery. You can see it coming down to the positive side, and then you got your negative side over here. But one quick comment too, because it's really cold outside in the winter and I use this ATV to plow, I ended up doing these little clips, these alligator clips, and tied up all the like positive on one side, negative on the other, and it really helps out a lot because I bring the battery inside during the winter time and put it on the trickle charger. There's no sense of leaving it outside in here and, you know, to have it fail. So I end up just got to clip them on real quick to the positive and negative side, and boom, you're done. So again, our blue line is actually, well, the positive with the fuse in it, and then we have our negative side over here, which is actually I believe it was a red line, so it's kind of ass backwards, but oh well, is what it is. So we have our our red, which is really our negative, and our blue, which is really our positive. So if that's not confusing, but just look at that diagram I showed you, and then you know, I ran the light up to the switch up top here. Just got this cheap little $5 on-off switch at the auto parts store. You can get it pretty much anywhere. It's like $5-7 or something like that. Just drill the little hole here and shoved it right in there, and then you can see that diagram that I showed you before, how you can tie it in. But just wanted to wrap that up because I never realized I never did finish that video up on the light.